Believe it or not, the Kia Sportage has been around since the mid-90s, long before the explosion of the crossover market that's happened over the last decade and the onslaught of competitors that have arrived since then. You just might not have noticed it because while it always stood out as being great value for money, the looks never really set the world on fire. So in 2010, Kia addressed that by hiring a guy called Peter Schreier, otherwise known as the guy behind the Audi TT, who gave the Sportage and eventually the rest of the Kia range what was surely one of the most impressive brand makeovers in recent years. He introduced that striking tiger nose grille, which gave the car the premium looks to go with what was now an overall very impressive package. Several Car of the Year awards followed and the Sportage really took off in Ireland, hot on the heels of the Qashqai as the crossover of choice and crucially offering an incredible 7-year warranty, which managed to turn heads away from many of the old reliables. Another huge factor in that was the spec, and the Sportage is a lot of car for the money in terms of kit. The whole range from the start got an impressive list of standard features including air conditioning, Bluetooth, steering wheel mounted controls, iPod connectivity and cruise control. This very popular premium model adds full leather, sat-nav, reversing cameras and sensors, automatic lights and wipers and this great Infinity sound system. And as of now, which is August 2015, you can drive this exact car home for less than €30,000. The layout of the cabin is impressive. It's smart but simple and feels very well built. I like how symmetrical it all is, so you've got the handbrake on the driver's side here, but they've added a handle to the passenger side to even it all up. So good news for anyone with OCD. Then you've got these two cup holders in the centre. It's quite good for storage overall actually, with some massive door bins which I believe will fit a full-size bottle of wine, although I haven't tried. Then the usual glove box as well as some magazine holders in the rear. Next up is the boot, which tends to be quite important in this segment, which many people are moving into for the extra space. And it doesn't disappoint, it's bigger than its fiercest rival with no load lip and a massively wide opening. There's only one engine, which is a 1.7 diesel. It's not available in four-wheel drive at the moment but will be again very soon. Plus, like the majority of these crossovers, it's unlikely to see much off-road action anyway. But it does feel very at home on the tarmac. It's a very comfortable ride with a suspension on the softer end of the spectrum. It's got 115 brake horsepower, so plenty of pull for overtaking. It's nice and quiet, and there's also 3 steering modes to choose from, so you can lighten it up for city driving or put it into sport if you get a nice stretch of road. And again, that higher ride height gives you a nice safe, secure feeling and a great view of the road ahead. Road tax will cost you €280 for the year, and the claimed MPG figure is 54, so very reasonable to run too. Another thing that might surprise you about the Sportage is the residual value, and this model has always been hugely popular on the used market. But having only come out in 2011, there was never quite enough supply to keep up with the demand, and so they held their values quite well. Which will be good news if you're thinking of buying new, because this model is sure to remain a very popular used buy. And if you're buying second hand, the good news there is that 7-year warranty is transferable, meaning you could buy a 4-year-old Sportage and still have 3 years warranty left, which is more than what you'll get with some new cars. And that for me is what makes the Sportage stand out in this segment. Now that it's got the looks, the kit and the peace of mind you get from knowing that you're guaranteed relatively hassle-free motoring right into the next decade. You can see the Sportage at your local Kia dealer or here at Kia Liffey Valley, or you can search from a huge range of new and used models on CarsIreland.ie.